Hey guys, little update. So we try to find the right way to take my phone today. Hey guys, so little update of the Discus tank to share with you and enjoy such a clean Discus tank today. And I thought I will try to present you something that I changed, but using some food. And I thought, okay, maybe I haven't talked to you or presented all the different kind of food I'm giving to the Discus. So this is what I will do right now. So out of the frozen food in the fridge that I will maybe do in another dedicated video if it's interesting for you. Today it's just the trocken, the dry food. And as you can see, I'm not sponsored or sponsored by Tropical, even if this is something I could appreciate, I would say. I'm really fan of this brand. Not just because of the marketing, but this is also the quality of the food. And here you see already quite specialized food. So typically these are dedicated to Discus. Here it's also for the Discus, and here it's complementary. This is for the catfish and El catfish, especially for corridoras that we do have. And you see, just for Discus, what is possible to use. It's quite interesting, I would say. So it was sorted this way. No, it was sorted this way. Because in fact, all of these four are the kind of granulate, the little mini pellet that the automatic feeder can handle, I would say. And these guys are the flake one. So here typically a very, I would say vegan or vegan one, with spirulina. This is written on it. And this one is more a red one for the coloration. Here on the little granulate, you do have again something high percentage of spirulina, and after that you have something dedicated, a bit mixed, I would say, for the El catfish. Here this is also something for coloration, a bit red, and this one is supposedly oriented wild Discus. I'm pretty sure it's with some insect or whatever could fall in the water, and what the white Discus used to eat in terms of maybe taste that they can get back. Okay, so I used to do a mix of these four guys in the auto feeder. This one times two times when I don't give in the evening the frozen food, I used to give these flakes, one of them. And this one, since it's auto feeder from AIM, a duo one with two containers, the second container give a mix of mussel and shrimp sticks. This is a bit bigger sticks, and I guess it's nearly the limit of what can handle the little auto feeder, I would say. It's very smelly. We don't have any cat, but I'm pretty sure cat would turn crazy with that kind of food. So by the way, right now what I will take, this is this guy, this one, and you will see, okay, they are wondering what they will get tonight, and you will see right now why I take the flakes. So tank has been cleaned, as you can see, and a modification has been made. And in fact, it's simply the output of the filter in the tank before. And this is a stream water flow question, I would say. I think most of fish keepers are underestimating how important the flow in the tank is, especially in terms of dejection management, I would say. So typically, how to grab all what you can get as soon as possible in the filter, especially this sump filter, as you may know, is a roll paper sump filter, meaning that the paper will go out with all the dejection of the fish. So it's less material we will turn in nitrate and nitrate after that in the tank. So as soon as it go out of the water system, it is then better. Okay, so stop talking, just feeling, and you will see the flake up how I will use them. Typically I used to put it directly in the water. Here you go. So with this kind of output, what you can see typically, this is a complete flow of the water is going there. I haven't turned this streaming pump this time. I'm giving a try, I would say, without this one on. So just with the output of the filter, you can already see the stream. It's a circular one. Before it was way more complicated. It was this direction going behind, and after that this one was trying to take it, but leaving a lot of food here, I would say, to take it and to push it in the input of the filter. The main inflow, this is over there. Okay, too many discus. Here, you can see it quickly. So, by the way, right now, what you saw, and it was the experimentation of today, this is simpler, I would say, and more efficient, because it's a kind of positive circle, I would say, and there's no opposition to this flow, so it's going all the time the same way. But here it's slowing down enough, not for the flake, but for the granulate to go on the bottom of the aquarium, I would say. And whatever, I don't know if you saw how I change here the setup. Exactly, I use this little grid. Last time I told you it's a way better system to keep in position, in place, the cave, because during the night all the L-cat fish, some of them you can see, L333, and the other one, this is 201, big spot that you barely can see, but by the way, you saw it. And the fact that you get this elevation is perfect because some of the food can quickly go under it, where fish a bit shy feel protected, like under a rocks, and they get fed directly with this system. So quite long video to simply talk about food and show you that you can use your food to test and to make sure that the stream, the flow in your tank is a proper one. You see, in not even 1 or 2 minutes everything is away, and some of the fish could get some food. But if it's not this time, don't worry, the feeder that I was talking about is here. So you see here the big one, here full of the mixture of the 4 granulate one, and so it's feeding automatically 3 times per day, and 4th time this is something between frozen food and the flakes. So you can't say that they are poor. You can say that they are quite lucky. Yep, so that's all for the day, guys. Hope everything is going fine, that you can enjoy fish keeping as I do, as we can, and see you next time.